at a SaaS Analytics Experience show in Milan, Italy, and we are discussing about a very hot topic and a very hard one, money laundering. It seems quite interesting, but it seems also that you have some tools to solve this big problem. Do you have a special client in Romania?
Right now we are in discussions with quite a few Romanian banks about the topic of AML. And we have great ways on how to tackle this topic, not just on the individual banking level, but also on the central banking level, because we have customers, for example, in Greece, the Central Bank of Greece is using SaaS to do detection of AML cases, and with great results. So we're very confident that we can help banks in Romania to address this issue.
What about the ONRC study case? Do you work with them? Because it seems to be a success story. We have also some negative stories, but anyway, maybe we shall learn from this one.
Yes, recently we have started partnership with ONRC to provide them with a system that is able to do a very comprehensive profiling of all registered companies within Romania. We have the capability to produce investigative cases, to give them the tools that they need to drill down into the details of each registered company and to produce overall analysis of this data, not just on a very predefined set of criteria, but also to give them the capability to proactively introduce new filtering capabilities, new detection capabilities over time, and we really believe that it will be another success story for us.
Just imagine that I am the ANAF client. What should be your recommendations for me? What should I do to start collecting more money?
The first thing that we would recommend is first to make sure that you have built a good quality of internal data. So if you are ANAF and you have 10 different databases that you're working with, make sure that the quality of data included in that is the best possible. From this point on, there are quite a few capabilities that you can use. First, to apply machine learning and to discover patterns of normal behavior, because this is the way things should be done nowadays. It's not enough to just say, I know what to look for, I'm just going to search my data for it. It's all about discovering hidden insights within data. Beyond this point, it's fairly simple. We can visualize, we can display data in a much user-friendly format, and we can produce overall reports that give business users all the information that they need to make good decisions.
It seems to be so very simple, but why is not happening? Where do you think the problem is?
I would define three main reasons. The first being the willingness from a business perspective to get acting on the subject. If that's in place, then all the rest is quite simple. The second thing is that people are usually very fixed when it comes to their processes and their tools and their IT systems. So it's very hard to change a standard behavior or a set behavior within an organization. And the third reason is that in many cases, people are afraid that all these tools are going to be very hard to use, that they're not going to produce the results that they want to see. Fortunately, in the last few years, there is a great democratization of analytics, and democratization means that analytic tools and solutions are now approachable to all levels of users, and they can use them greatly, not just to get the end result, but also to produce the end result themselves. So that's something that we believe will help greatly in the future.
How could you implement your solution also to the Competition Council? How could you help them in their vision on the market?
It's the same principle as with ONRC. It's all about trying to make a comprehensive rating of all the countries who operate in the country, the companies, that operate in the country, and then to try to analyze how they are related, what hidden links we can find in their operations. Is it something that's suspicious? Is it something that's dangerous? Is it something that's illegal? All these things have to be decided by the business side, of course, but we can give you the tools, that can give the Competition Council the tools to make this decision as efficiently as possible and with the highest level of certainty.
How do you overview the big problem of the entire region when the average time for paying a bill is about 1 year? It is huge. How is going to impact this the entire economy in this region?
This is a very well-known problem, and it's a very old problem. So everyone is trying to maximize their cash reserves by delaying payments, even when they're greatly overdue in them. The only way that this can be addressed is for people to have great technologies in place that they can help them forecast their future financial behavior. So if I have the tools and the capabilities to detect whether an investment of mine will yield good results in the foreseeable future, I can be much more confident when it comes to paying back my own obligations. There is no other way other than to try and predict the future as well as we can.
But why do you think it's growing? It will never stop. Maybe next year, if we meet here, we shall discuss about 2 years delay in paying the bills.
This is unfortunately part of the business landscape. Because everyone could use the cash reserve and the free cash flow, this is not something that can be easily resolved just from the business perspective. The only realistic reason for this to stop once and for all is for governments to impose legislations that define fixed thresholds for payments of your invoices. There's no other way, and even this will get huge resistance from the business side, because no one would be willing to go into that. It's very disruptive for their business right now.